Well, here we are back in the Good Life kitchen after a bit of a break, Ben. Great to be back.
Yeah, it's been good. It's been a good break, and it's good to see you again, Peter.
Yeah, good to see you too, mate. Now, we've got some very interesting ingredients on the table here. What's on today?
Interesting, but very simple.
Yep.
So this is a favourite of mine,
Yeah.
and I like to make it during the colder months. So it's a nice, warm, hearty dish. It's fettuccine bosciola. The first thing we do, we'll get some water. And I've just quickly got some water already going on. I'll turn that up. Here we go. We've got the pasta coming to the boil, the water coming to the boil. So what I've got is about 400 grams of fettuccine. Any brand's fine, so you can get it from your local supermarket and just throw it in.
And the fettuccine, as opposed to spaghetti, doesn't matter?
Doesn't matter.
Whatever pasta you like?
Fettuccine is
what you prefer?
I guess, more traditional pasta that we use in the bosciola, but you can use penne, you can use a spiral pasta. If you've got spaghetti, you've got spaghetti. It's the same thing.
It doesn't matter?
No.
Okay.
So we'll just give it a bit of a toss so it doesn't stick. So we'll heat our pan. Got a little bit of olive oil. You can use vegetable oil, but I like to use a light olive oil. While that's heating, just making sure this is not sticking.
Okay.
So there you go.
Give me a
mate.
job to do, mate.
That's it. So
I'm good with a pair of tongs.
pan's getting there.
And go the onions.
So there's about
One onion.
one onion in there. Okay. About 4 cloves of garlic. And we'll get that going. So basically, saute these off and bring all the flavours out. And that's the trick. Some people try and rush it. Don't rush it. You've got plenty of time. The pasta's cooking, and this will be ready by the time the pasta's cooked. So we're at the stage now where the onions are ready to add the next lot of ingredients. So we'll go with our bacon. So get that all in there. We'll start to give that a bit of a toss. So what we want to do is we want to cook the bacon out, only for a few minutes. And
So we don't want the bacon crisp, just
No.
warmed through.
you want it warmed through, bit of heat. If it sticks on the bottom a little bit, doesn't matter, because the white wine we put in later will deglaze the pan and get all those flavours out. So we give it about a minute, and we'll just give it a bit of a toss. How's the pasta going?
Yeah,
over there?
all right, Ben. It seems to be not sticking.
The sauce is a sauce, Peter, but if you muck that up, we've ruined the dish. So you've got to make sure you do a
pressure's
good
on.
job. That's right, that's right. So we've got our mushrooms. I'm just using some button mushrooms. So once the heat goes through them, they'll soften up. You can see some water coming through, as I
can
said.
see that.
Okay, so what we're going to do, add a little bit of our wine. Probably about 100 mils of white wine. We'll get that to come back to the boil. So let that really sort of come through. Pasta's almost there.
Yeah, it's looking good.
So I've got about 500 mils of thickened cream. So I'll pour that in. Give that a stir. We'll reduce it slightly. And then we're ready with our pasta. All right, Pete, we're almost there. The sauce is pretty much ready to add the pasta to. So the pasta's cooked, so I'll get that drained.
Expertly cooked, Ben.
Expertly cooked. Just grab that off you. Now,
No worries.
when you do this, just be careful. Use a nice
Steady
dry
hand.
towel. Drain your pasta. Pasta in.
Perfect.
Okay, get rid of that. Now I'll take those tongs off you. So we just want to stir that in. And some of this sauce now, we're going to sort of give it a bit of a cook for about a minute or so. This sauce will be absorbed by the pasta and the flavours as such. Okay,
So the pasta's continuing to cook.
just slightly, not that much. So I'm just going to slice some shallots up,
So the shallots will cook a little bit.
just slightly.
I know a few people react a little bit to raw onion and shallots, so I'm always a little careful cooking with it.
If you want them a little bit more cooked, you can, but that freshness just comes
it
out in
brings
the
that
dish.
beautiful flavour.
So there you go,
And colour too, Ben.
and colour. Start to bring the plate out. We're pretty much there.
All right, using a platter.
Okay? Using a
That
platter.
okay?
Well, making it for, this is a serve of 4. So if you're going to put it on a table as a
That's
communal
even better.
plate, or if you want to plate up individually, you can.
I like
But
the
it's
idea
nice
of
to
a
put it
platter.
on a platter. Everyone can help themselves, take as much as they like. You can see it's still saucy, it's not dry. There you go. So I've got that ready. A little bit of Parmesan to finish it off. And we're ready. Fettuccine Boscaiolo. There you go. Buon appetito.
Buon appetito.